Here and how's it going?
What we out here in Lake Houston is that we're removing a lot of debris, caused by Hurricane Harvey. I certainly want to acknowledge the work that's being done by DRC. They've been with the city since 2007, removing the debris, a lot of debris on land. Now we're removing a lot of debris from Hurricane Harvey that's out in the water. And to give you some idea of what we're doing, every single day since May, they've been removing like 1,000 to 2,000 cubic yards a day, okay, which is the equivalent of about 50 dumpsters, to give you some sense. And since May, we've removed about 50,000, cubic yards, which is the equivalent like of 28,000 pickup trucks of debris. And when you're out there and you see all of those logs and furniture, that's coming, that's being taken from Lake Houston, it highlights the importance of this effort because we've lost about 20-25% capacity. And so when it rains, where does the water go? The water goes up and it goes into people's homes. And so it's the city's effort, but we're joining, but we have to join with like FEMA, with the county, with the state. All of us have to work collectively because it goes all the way from San Jacinto, River into Lake Houston to make it, to expand the capacity, provide the capacity that's needed when these flood events come. I certainly want to thank Councilmember Dave Martin, who represents the area, who's been a tireless champion for the area because of his efforts. I mean, everybody's operating with the greatest degree of urgency, and I want to acknowledge the Representative Dan Huberty, who represents this area from the legislature. He's been a champion for us at the state, and I then want to acknowledge also Councilmember Dave Robinson, who's been with us, and then Harry Hayes, who's the Chief Operating Officer, and over solid waste has given leadership to this initiative. Councilmember Martin.
Yeah, first of all, I wanted to join, and Dan and I have been at this since day one. We both live out here, and the interesting part of this is a lot of things weren't happening. Here it is almost a year, and until we got the city involved, until the mayor and Harry Hayes got involved, and I wanted to thank them for their diligent efforts. A lot of this that you see out here today is because of them, because of the work that Dan has done with the state leaders. So it's a joint effort. I mean, we're all connected at the hip to make sure that this area, number one, we attack the debris in a systematic approach so that areas like Atascocita, like Huffman that we're standing in today, like Kingwood, are protected from future storms. And the only way we learn and get better is to make sure we do it the right way and have approach, as the mayor says, to do the proper maintenance so that when we receive water from the next hurricane, as we know we're going to have, we'll be prepared for it. So it's a joint effort between the city of Houston, Harris County, and also the state of Texas, working with Dan and his counterparts. And Dan and the mayor worked together for many years in the state legislature, and I think that was important to us getting to this point, and I can't thank these two gentlemen along with Director Hayes enough. So,
I'm going to get a quick from Dan Huberty and then
State Representative Dan Huberty.
Okay.
Thank you, Mayor, for doing this. This is important. DRC's been out here working hard, getting the debris removed, and for somebody that lives, like Dave said, somebody that lives here on the lake and is watching actual work being done for the first time ever. This is the first time that they've actually gone and removed debris, and because of his administration leadership, it's been critical to do that. The governor's provided initial resources to get this started, and we appreciate him coming out here, and Lieutenant Governor Patrick for being out here and supporting what we're trying to do as we build our budget and we go into the next legislative session. I've already asked the mayor, I said, tell me what you need. Tell me what we need to continue this project, to continue making sure that we're dredging, that we're maintaining it. That it's not just a one-time event. When we talk about our rainy day fund, these are the type of reasons that we should be utilizing our rainy day fund, and we're going to find ways to be able to do that. We got to get those gates done. That's going to be critical as we move forward. We realize that there's a lot of money coming in from FEMA, and we're going to have to fight in our region for this particular resources coming in. And when I mean by region, the entire Houston region, but more particularly for us, it's up in the Lake Houston area, because we can't afford to have people get flooded again. We had over 17,000 homes alone in this area that were flooded. 4,500 businesses were impacted. We can never have that again. People have said they will rebuild one time. So we have got to make sure we're doing our job, and I just want to applaud Harry, the work that he's been doing for solid waste and what the mayor's done and with Councilmember Martin, because it is a team effort, and I look forward to working to continue doing this.
Mayor, could I ask you real quick, what is the future for Lake Houston and any federal funding? Are you going to looking at putting the dollars into it?
Well, there are federal dollars. I mean, even on the debris removal. FEMA will assume 90% of the cost. The 10% is the local share, so that is significant. Let me just say, I believe the future is bright. The future is bright as long as we do our jobs. I mean, if we do we know what we need to do. So it's not some scientific deal that we have to go through a lot of studies. We know what we need to do. We know we need to build more capacity, so that needs to be dredging. And so we're looking to FEMA and the state to assist on that, especially as it relates to San Jacinto River. We know that we need more gates. As State Representative Dan Huberty says, when water is released from Lake Conroe, they have more gates and they're bigger. Lake Houston, we only have 4, and they're smaller. And so we need more gates. We know that there's a lot of debris that's out here. You know, homes were damaged, homes were repaired. A lot of the damage from people's homes is for example, in Lake Houston. We need to get that stuff out of here. So that needs to take place. The infrastructure projects, critically important. When we see a system that's taking place and we think it's going to be a lot of water, we start releasing water from Lake Houston. But that's a temporary solution. It doesn't substitute for major infrastructure projects. But we all have to move with the greatest degree of urgency, as if it's going to happen tomorrow. If we do that, people will understand. If we don't do that, then people will not understand. So that's why we're here. This is the city's effort, but it has to be done in collaboration with the feds, with the state, with the county, all of us working together to make it happen. I believe the future for the area, and quite frankly for the city, is bright. You know, we just have to do our jobs.
This stage of the dredging and everything, that estimates take like another month.
Well, this process on the debris removal, we'll probably be out here for another 3 to 5 months, okay, in terms of the debris removal. Then there's another major contract for dredging that's going to be let very any day now, and that's with FEMA, okay. So that's the major kind of project, and then there's 2 or 3 others. The county, you know, plays a part in all of this equation. But things are happening right now. You know, are they happening fast enough? I think all of us would probably say we want it to happen yesterday, okay? But as long as we all do our jobs and we move with urgency, with expediency, then the future for the area, the future for the city, for the region will be very bright, okay? Thank you all for being out here. Thank you.
All right, thank you for